Hi, welcome to PDQ Live. We're going to do our best to answer your questions today.
The PDQ A.
Yeah, bring it. Ask us some questions.
We may have answers, but first, what do we have to do? Package Wednesday.
Package Wednesday.
Okay.
From Chad, the librarian.
Let's talk. Let's throw this up on the old screen or the new screen. So there's our packager, our librarian, Chad. We do have. I think it's like 9 new packages out today. There's a lot. So we're expanding a lot of the internal offerings with Firefox. We're going into multiple different languages. Dutch, Spanish, French, German. So there you go. We also have Remote Desktop Connection Manager, RDC Man, and DB Browser for SQLite. So head over to the package library and check out what's new. Check out all the packages that we have. We do keep these things up to date, and I do believe we update them right after Patch Tuesday. Am I right on that, Josh?
I think so, yeah. Yeah. It's
so
every...
really, really good stuff.
I'm stoked about RDC Man.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is our Package Wednesday update. And now it is PDQ A. This will be fun. Do you guys, are you ready?
Totally
as ready
ready.
as we're going to be. Let's get into this.
So if you have questions, please just post them in chat. Preface them with the word question. Helps us kind of find those. And thank you for those that submit questions in advance through the link that we send out during the webcast email. Gives us a little more time to dig deeper into your questions, give a more robust response. We'll say that. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Is there a getting started guide for setting up managed Windows updates in PDQ Connect? Sincerely, Jake W.
Is there?
I don't think there's a guide specifically for managed Windows updates. But I think the concept here is using the packages that are in the library. I can pop over here into Connect and we can take a look here. All right, so here we are in Connect in our packages, and we can, say Windows update. I can spell, right? We can look at these Windows update packages that are available here, and it's tying these specific updates. Keep in mind these are the cumulative updates for the OS to an automation, right? So we can create an automation here that says, hey, do the Windows update for maybe build Windows. Oh, not that one. Maybe we want, pick the package here for the Windows update that you're trying to do, and then when to do it and how often to do it. So there's not like a getting started guide here. It's just tying those packages to an automation targeting that build of Windows.
Okay.
The only call out here, these are cumulative OS only updates, so you're not getting the full breadth of everything, right? Unless you're calling the package that's calling the Windows Update module. There's 2 different flavors that are in the library. Pick the one that's best for you, whether it's the cumulative only update or the one we're using PowerShell to just say, hey, go get the ones that are available for the machine.
Marcel says there might be a Brock blog post about that.
Of course there is.
Of course there is.
Perfect.
Rachel, is there a Brock blog post? If so, maybe find it for him.
Yeah.
Yay.
That is almost a tongue twister.
I mean, it is, yeah. Cool.
I like it. What else we got, Kelly?
All right, next question. You have a roadmap for Connect, which I'm eagerly watching. Do you have a roadmap for DNI that you can share? Sincerely, Billy Z.
Well, not officially, but they have been making some big, I'm not going to say big, they have been making some advances in that recently. And they did hire some new developers, so I think it's coming. What do you think?
Yeah, no public roadmap for deploying inventory. Just for Connect. Sorry. I don't know what else to tell you there. Don't have it.
That is the long way of saying no.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. This is turning into the Billy Z show. This one is a little longer, so here we are. I'm aware that inventory only knows about user login status after grabbing computer details, so it probably won't be involved in the answer to this question. There's your preamble. Here's the question. However, is there a way to create a package and deploy that will deploy to an endpoint, but only trigger once the next user login action? or on the next user login action. How about triggering on successive logins?
So you want to add a step for user login? Is that what I'm understanding?
Okay. Stay with me here.
Okay.
I'm going to think through this. I think I've done this in the past, so I'm just going to talk through it. You've got a user who logs in. You're going to have to bring other tooling involved, whether it's going to be a group policy logon script, could get messy, whether it's a scheduled task looking for like the user login ID. But right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to tie a login script to group policy. We're going to target a user with that group policy. And when it logs in, that script is going to call the PDQ deploy command line. Okay. So we're going to say, hey, every time user calls in, call this deploy command line that calls the package and the target, and just use an environment variable like env computer name or %sign computer name %sign.
Okay.
And the package you want to call. I think we saw this question come in, and in Slack, I kind of posted the what I might do with PowerShell, like really rough. Kelly, I don't know if you have Slack open, and we can post that either in the bonus content or here. But it's basically setting up the environment variable to call the PDQ command line on a user login.
Okay.
So not directly with deploying inventory, but we can leverage them as part of some other stuff. That make sense?
Yeah, Alex wants to know if they get points for getting the right answer too.
Oh, did Alex call that? Oh, Alex called that out too.
Did you know?
Yeah. He said it in like what is that? 4 words, and what I said in 90 seconds. Yeah, there's the short answer.
All right, let's do another question, shall we? This is another one from Billy Z, and he was going to top the length of his previous question.
Oh, I love it.
Can we grab asset information from inventory to be stored in a separate central asset database? I need a database set up for all our assets defined by unique asset tags, and it would be great to add information from inventory automatically and refresh it on a schedule. Inventory itself can't be the ultimate central store because of the nature of some of the other required data and because we're using the full sync option.
Terry, you want to take a stab at this one?
Well, I mean, no. I like the request though, because I too would want to do that. I'm guessing you're going to say you have to export it out and import it, and you're going to automate it with the script. I like the request though, because I too would want to do that, Josh.
All right. Yeah.
Is that what you're going to answer?
Yeah. That's the long and short of it. Here on the screen, I've pulled up the location, the default location of this database.db file in here. I'll go like this so you can actually see the path. Program data, admin arsenal, PDQ inventory, database.db. Well, it ties back into our package Wednesday. Is that what we're calling it? Package Library Wednesday?
Package Wednesday.
Package Wednesday?
Yeah.
There's a SQLite DB browser. Pop in here, grab a copy of this database.db, and you can look at that schema, right? And then you can write your own script to figure out what data you want out of inventory.
Yeah, because you don't want all of it.
But you might not want all of it.
Just drilling down.
But yeah, but then you can just take this into whatever database you want. You're going to have to write your own kind of middle layer, but this database is really easy to work with. SQLite's really, really friendly for that type of thing.
I actually have a question though.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? Because I would never argue with you. You're Josh, but why would I do it this way rather than figuring out a way to automate pulling a report and taking that into whatever database I'm going to put it in? Is this really the easier way to do it? Because what if I don't want to drill down in there?
I'm just going at this from like a programmatic point of view where it's like a set it, forget it, and I don't have to remember to look at the auto report.
Okay.
But certainly, yeah, you could do like a auto report that's a CSV that you then feed into something else.
Because I'm only asking because for someone like me, I would be like, I don't really want to dig into that. So I could do it the other way if this kind of made me nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, but you can just, if you're in here and you're going to touch this database, stop that inventory service from services.msc.
So you didn't say that. See, I would have already broken it, Josh.
But
Great.
even if you broke it, you can fix it.
Okay.
Just test it. It's fine. Make a copy of the database, go play with it, do whatever you want to do.
I'm terrified right now.
Why?
See, I already broke everything because I didn't stop the service and
it's
I didn't
fine.
copy the database, and now everything's broken and I'm crying at my desk. Okay, so let's just recap. I'm going to copy the database and I stop the service, and then I go in and I tinker and I find what I want, and then okay.
Yep, you're going to select select insert what you're looking for here from whatever table that you found in that DB browser. There's your data.
Okay. Or I can just find the report and I can, okay. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Ready for another one?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Is there a way to inventory all PDQ jobs and get date created, date modified, and created by, modified by in a weekly report using PowerShell modules, SQLite, or PDQ stuff, or export this data to a SQL database?
PDQ jobs is in deploy, like deployments, scheduled tasks running off. PDQ jobs is in tools being run. PDQ jobs is in scans and what scan profile. All of that stuff you can find in these same databases, and they're all accessible with PowerShell. So short answer, yes. Shorter answer is like the support team here actually has tooling that they use to pull this data out. I just don't know that I can share that tool because like that's this internal tool, but I do know it's totally possible to get this. And it's even like automated as part of the workflow. Like if you've ever interacted with support and they ask you to submit your database, when it gets uploaded, this tool automatically runs and posts a summary of like what's going on to the ticket. So it's really cool and it's possible. The deploy version of this database is in this path that we showed before of program data admin arsenal PDQ inventory. It's about PDQ deploy and database.db. And there you go. Go, you can pull, you can correlate all kinds of stuff.
Same answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here's a new one. I know the fix for blank reports is coming soon. Yay! Could you do something similar with deployment notifications so we can choose to only get notified when there's a failure? I don't really need to know when everything worked fine.
Why not?
I like the validation, but that's me.
That's a great feature request. I think I see the point there. That's a fantastic feature request. So short answer is, yeah, is it possible? Yes. When's it going to happen? I don't know.
We will write it down.
Yep.
Noted.
Okay, next question. Hi, when we need to reboot our PDQ server after startup, the heartbeat tasks will start. How can we do a reboot of the system without a heartbeat task afterwards?
Oh, we've never had that question before.
That sounds like something's not working to me off the top of my head, and I'd be happy to be corrected, but it sounds like something's not working. Here's how I understand the heartbeat trigger, and I hope someone's in the chat that can correct me when I'm wrong. The heartbeat trigger will fire under the following conditions. The target machine is added to PDQ inventory, and it's had a successful scan. That's the first prerequisite. After that, PDQ inventory has to notice the machine based off the heartbeat interval going from an offline to an online state. So reading that question makes me think that something's wonky is happening because it's not the target going from offline to online.
It's a server.
It's that they're rebooting the server going from offline to online. So it seems like something might not be working right, or there might be something else at play here.
Well, when you restart the server, wouldn't it just try to do a scan of all the endpoints?
Sure, but then it's not going to notice in that heartbeat interval when it's sending out ICMP the target machine going from offline to online.
Oh.
Because the machine's offline, the service isn't running, so it doesn't know.
He said heartbeat scan, not heartbeat trigger, Mike said.
Same thing. Same thing. Same behavior. As far as I understand it, happy to be corrected. But as far as I understand it, when we're talking about heartbeat and deploy and inventory all together, that's the definition of a heartbeat.
Who's going to correct you? That's what I want to know.
Oh, it'll be somebody.
Okay, let's see.
I'm sure I'm wrong. Maybe.
I doubt
Maybe
it.
I'm not. I don't know.
Fortress
Okay.
says I would configure auth power.
Yeah. What else we got, Kelly?
Oh, we've got all sorts of questions coming in. I'm struggling to keep up, actually. All right, let's do this. Do you have a roadmap for updates and feature releases this year? If not, are there any big features coming to deploy, inventory, and connect this year?
There is a roadmap for Connect. It's on the website.
It is?
There isn't a public roadmap for DNI that we've posted yet.
Yeah.
There will be.
Oh, that's a bold
Maybe.
claim.
I mean, possibly, or maybe. There definitely is one for Connect, though. I'm I'm sure someone can post it in the chat, though, but you can go to our website and it's posted there.
Yes.
Okay. Another question already?
Please.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's stress out Kelly.
Impossible. Could PDQ set up a user voice type feedback system where people can submit ideas and vote on them? Mike B.
Where? Where do you want to post that, Mike?
Ooh, have you never seen a user voice, that app? It's cool. It's like a forum, like a public forum type thing where you can go and say, hey, I want your product to do insert new feature request here.
Isn't that what the webcast is?
Yeah, and the users can like go and you can say, yes, I really like this, or no, this is awful. But yeah, we can do. I mean, you can always submit ideas to support. You can submit them to Discord. Like, there's lots of ways to engage with us, like, even in this webcast, right?
Yeah.
And we can bring them in.
Marcel says Discord. I think Mark is listening, so.
Yeah. So that's where you can go submit those types of ideas. Our product team loves to hear them.
Do they? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I want to hear them. Yeah. Mike, come on.
All right. What else we got?
Do they really want more interaction with this? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
It's
I don't want to talk to you.
I do.
Okay. Next question. I'm trying to figure out where an app stores user-specific data. Any tips, suggestions where I should look? Not really D&I related. Sorry, Alexander N.
Oh, that's always like this fun puzzle of where are you putting this data on disk?
I'm trying to figure out where it is.
Yeah, it's a cool one, right?
Mac or PC? I'm guessing he's.
Yeah, if we're PC, I think there's a program. Oh, is it called? Where you can look at the handles. Is it actually called handles? I don't remember, but you can actually look at like the I/O stream of what's writing where. Like Procmon is okay, but not great. There's a handful of other
Process monitor.
Yeah.
Real words are hard for you. Yes. I love you.
But there's some others that are in there that you can actually see those I/O writes as they happen. Yeah.
That's good.
So, not to point
you know what I'm thinking of right now? Huh. Adobe. And my worst nightmare where it stores stuff.
Yeah. My least favorite in this variety is where it stores like user settings.
Yes.
Where it's stuffed in some random JSON file somewhere. And you're like, I want to move from this user from computer A to B, and they don't want to set everything up again. Yes. And you have to go like do that. Yeah.
Mine is Adobe local low app data local low. It just bloats and it's like gigabytes of crap that you have to go clear out. That's my nightmare.
It is.
All right. New question. In PDQ Inventory Collection Library, how can I manually adjust any given version or later to a specific numeral? I have created a dynamic collection, but looking for a better solution. Sincerely, Gumby.
How can I manually adjust any given version or later to a Okay, let's go into inventory. So inventory, we have a concept of variables, right? We have these system variables. Ooh, that's really hard to see.
Like 3 people already said variables. I know. I think I forgot how to read today and see. I can't see anything today.
Options, variables here. These system variables are defined from the library, and the collection library is going to reference these here. Let's say you don't like these, right? We can go to custom variables, and we can build a new one.
Wow, I cannot see a thing, Josh.
And we can say things and, well, I'm not going to put spaces.
We're going to pretend like we can see them.
And so then we have this new variable called things-stuff, and I can say the numeral is 456. Now, if I go into a collection and I want to reference this variable, you'll be able to know where you can call variables because you have this little X here. And we can say this custom variable things and stuff. So now the computer name contains, and we define things and stuff as 456. So that's how you can define those specific like numerals or version numbers or names or any other thing you want to do.
And you're just going to make it one time, and then you're going to refer back to that and everything else that you make.
Absolutely.
So set it once and then use it every time. Okay.
Yeah, and then you can kind of automate your own stuff for things that aren't in the package library. You can mirror the PDQ internal workflow of app name, version number, and then when you increment it, you can watch all of your custom collections, then move apps to old.
Makes sense.
Boom. Mic drop. Don't ever drop a mic. Just saying. Okay, next question. Security team keeps flagging the SQL Manager SQLite within PDQ with 15 vulnerabilities. Is there a way to update this without breaking PDQ? Sincerely, Jorlando D.
Hey, Jorlando, I know this. Like, vulnerability management can be rough, especially when apps are bundled together. There's not a safe way to update SQLite outside of deploy and inventory. So that'll come as a SQLite upgrade inside of a deploy and inventory upgrade. So like that one will happen in a future release of deploy and inventory to resolve those vulnerabilities. But those pieces can't be broken apart to be upgraded.
No way to fix that?
Maybe. I'm not a developer. I won't ever claim to be a developer. I just know that's kind of the behavior now. I can't separate the deploy and inventory from SQLite and update one without the other.
Oh, gosh. Can we write a note to his security team that says Josh says it's okay? Do you think they'll accept that?
No.
Okay.
I'm not. They're not going to say it's okay. That's just the kind of the situation as it is. Right.
Do like the note idea, though. Yeah. Okay, next question. Does PDQ take user submissions for possible blog posts or anything if we wanted to write up something cool that we do with PDQ to share with others who might find it useful? Sincerely, Jamie. And Jamie, yes!
We would absolutely love it. Not only blogs, we want to hear your webcast ideas, everything.
Yes.
Guess what? Spoiler alert, we do this for you guys. So, yes, please.
Yeah, in fact, we were talking about this yesterday. Wanting your ideas for webcast topics, blogs, whatever it is. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Oh, yeah. So Marcel said put it in forums. Is that where should we put it there? Ideas that you guys want to see?
Yeah.
Andrew, where's a good place?
Where do you want to put it?
Sure. That's a great place. In the Discord, there is a forum section where you can post a forum. And actually, I'll post one and we'll get some ideas going. But anywhere really in Discord, we read it. If you post it in general, we'll check it out.
And in case you're wondering, we do pay attention. We really do. I mean, you don't, but I'm paying attention. I am watching, so we will listen and we will do our best to accommodate for sure.
Love that idea.
It is beautiful. Okay, let's keep going. We have, about 4,000 questions still.
Yes.
Maybe, give or take. In the cybersecurity space, I'm hearing more and more about threat actors using third-party sysadmin tools like PDQ Deploy for getting around security software. Any response to this? Sincerely, Wally R.
For getting around security software.
Yeah.
Wait, give me some context.
Here's how I'm interpreting the question, and correct me as always when I'm wrong. I'm a threat actor, and I compromise your network.
Oh, deploying. Oh, yeah.
And I compromise your network in some manner. I get you a user to fall for a fish, and then establish persistence, and I move laterally, and I elevate, and now I've got permissions in your org through some other manner, right? Now I have these elevated creds, and guess what I really have? I have this really cool tool in my back pocket that's called PDQ Deploy, and all I really need is elevated creds in most Windows environments. And now rather than using PS exec, because that's hard, I have this sort of like fun GUI, or maybe even better, my target uses deploy and inventory already. And then I have a really awesome malware deployment tool. Like I have this like C2 instance inside of your network. So the response is, someone's going to use that tool because it's a tool that's like what can be used for good can also be used for bad.
I think it speaks to the ease of our product, and it maybe speaks to you need to lock down your permissions. To me,
yeah, it's like that vector of attack is like it's going to be the tool that they use when they get in there. It's going to say, hey, well, this threat actor got into my network, and they used PowerShell to pwn all my machines. Well, yeah, they're in a Windows environment. They're going to use a tool to do that.
Yeah. I don't think it's a flaw on our end at all. Personally, I think it makes our product amazing. It's fast. It's easy.
Yeah. It's what great responsibility comes great power. I don't know, some Spider-Man quote insert here. I don't know what else to go here. Yeah, like people are going to use the tools available to them.
No, Mike is perfect. Our tool is so great, even the hackers use it.
No, not really. But
yeah.
I guess the theme is lock your stuff down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Next question. I do a fair bit with tools. Is there any way to see what tools have been run on a PC? Russell K.
Ooh.
What tools? have
I
been
don't
run?
know. I don't know if there's like a log here that is if I run a tool in inventory, like if I run this tool, so I'm assuming here, like a remote, like some custom tool, does it actually get logged? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no, not run here. Huh.
I don't
That's
know
cool.
why, but as soon as I read that, I was thinking like canary files, like carbon black kind of thing. I don't know why I just thought that, but he's talking about different tools,
Yeah.
right?
I don't think those persist if you use the tools in there. But a tool history feature request would be cool.
Yeah, Tim says feature request tool history. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
All right. Moving right along. Is there a best practice Power CFG? I don't know. Is that a typo? I have no idea. That keeps devices online in PDQ to ensure I can schedule updates to happen overnight. Use case is K through 12 laptops in carts that students use throughout the day. Sincerely, Cheap D.
I think Awake on Land schedule that at a certain time, wouldn't you?
Well, if I'm a laptop in a cart,
Yeah.
then I might not have a network cable plugged in
Oh,
to Wake from
Gotcha.
like an S3 state. Yeah, you could use, if you want to use power config and go ham on all of them individually, go for it. I might use a tool like group policy or Intune or something else to set that power state. Right? And when I want
Yeah.
them, right? To maybe, close the lid, but when I close the lid, keep the machine on. Or all of those things you can set in Windows.
yeah, because powers, I'm thinking, I've been in that environment.
Like when laptop plugged in and lid
Yeah.
is closed,
Yeah.
do nothing.
Yeah.
That'll keep that machine online and charging for the students, and then you can still get the deployments.
Well, you can for sure do that in group policy.
Yeah. And so then maybe if it's when not plugged in and close lid, hibernate.
You can do that in
Yeah.
in Intune for certain.
Yep.
You can do that in group policy for certain.
So yeah, that's where I'd probably tackle that problem.
yeah.
Okay, moving right along. We've got 4 or 5 questions remaining. Is there a way to get a daily failure report from PDQ heartbeat installs versus immediate failure report? Sincerely, the currency.
Wait, I'm reading this before I read that. Hold on. Is there a way to get a daily feature?
I don't think so. I think short answer here is no. I don't think there is. And also I'm seeing cheap development.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And so I
Closes.
think the answer to that is up above in the chat. So yeah, like set
in
a
the
scheduled
BIOS.
task in the BIOS, wake it up at the time that you're gonna, 5-10 minutes before deploying inventory. Yes.
What are you saying that the kids won't follow directions?
Surprise.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Will Connect get the ability to report about AD things like inventory does? For example, OU container a device is in. CM.
Oh, buddy, do I have a thing for you? So here we have Active Directory and Entra ID in Connect. So here we are. We have Active Directory and Entra ID groups. This one is not a part of any.
I don't have any AD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have any in
yeah.
here,
I
but
don't
this
have any in there,
is
but
in
yeah.
Connect right now for each device.
Next week you'll see this. I need to do some stuff and then you'll see.
Ooh, you're gonna do. Oh,
yeah, I
you're doing
gotta-
some
I gotta
Active
do it.
Directory magic.
I got to do it.
Okay.
Remember I told you I was going to do that.
Okay.
You'll see it though. I got to do that syncy thing we discussed.
I love it.
Okay, ready for the next one?
Yep.
Let's do it. Is there any update to the Windows 11 compatibility report linked on your website from Reddit that uses the MS script? I've got new laptops showing up as processor incompatible. Cheap D.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Is there any update to the Windows 11 compatibility report?
I think we'll just have to take a note for this one because I don't know what that report is.
Linked on our website.
So, yeah, I do. I worked
Oh,
with
okay.
Brock on it a little bit. It sounds like we put out an update to it using some solution people on Reddit were saying was working really well using a Microsoft tool. Sounds like for this person, they're expecting these new laptops to pass and it's failing. So I'm not exactly sure, but I'd say open up a note on Discord and we can probably have a little convo there.
Okay.
Sweet.
Cheap development, what's Connect? So Connect is an agent-based product that we have. It's the greatest.
Yeah, fulfills the same, jobs to be done that deploy and inventory do, but from a different philosophical perspective of agent-based versus agentless. But effectively doing the same job.
And also, if you have remote users, it's much better.
Oh,
for
yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
that's what he was just showing on the screen is Connect. It's not there now, though, but imagine it was.
All right, next question. Here we go. Can the roadmap feature the hearse?
Oh my gosh, Austin would be so happy. Mark would be less happy, perhaps, but
Maybe.
maybe.
We can pass that suggestion along to fine product folks.
I think it's so funny that the customers also like the hearse. It's hilarious. Only PDQ.
The PDQ culture is leaking.
It's leaking out.
But the funny thing, Austin has moved on from the hearse.
He wants the worm now.
He wants the worm.
He's moved on to old clip art.
Yeah.
But whoa.
Oh, sorry.
I spent significant amounts of time using AI to generate
I was just
the
going to
worms.
say, you did nothing. You used AI.
Yes.
Okay, our final question of the day. DNI uses credentials to access shares where deployments live. What is the best practice for when using Connect?
Okay. So Connect is running on your machines as system, not as a named user. So if you are going to reference a local file, like I'm deploying two machines on a network, and then a local file, when that gets to the target machine and executes, it does so as system. So if you want it to go get a share and you're not passing the installer with Connect, like to be local on the device, you're going to have to use some like PowerShell credential objects. Don't do the thing that says like credential object as plain text force. Don't do that. Nobody likes that. It's the easy button. So we do have some blog posts that are encrypting and using credential objects in PowerShell. So you'll have to use those to pass to go get to those local resources. Or you just use the additional files in Connect to get those files down to the target machine at deployment time.
We actually have one more question if you'd like.
Sure, I love it.
Let's do this one. Application scans in inventory remove any apps that are no longer installed. Any insight as to why registry scans do not act the same? Sincerely, James Brown.
Oh, application scans. This is old knowledge that I forget about. The way that we detect if an application is or is not installed is a pretty gnarly if this then that. Like if it's in the registry but not there.
They didn't uninstall properly and they left the registry stuff behind.
Yeah. So I think it boils down to if we find it in, like the application scan which uses registry, like if it's still there, then we'll call it installed because like we'd rather default to that behavior than like this inconsistent.
It was a dirty uninstall.
Yes. And yeah, like Brig just said, like we're going to retain the registry information until it's like actually deleted. So thanks, Brig.
Revo. Just kidding. I didn't say that. I don't use that program.
Okay, that is it. But should we give away some prizes?
Yes.
Okay,
The best part.
So here's the thing. Keyboard. Let's give away a keyboard.
Okay.
One of these is going to someone who submitted their question in advance. Thank you very much, by the way. We love it when that happens. Kelemvor, Celemvor. You just won yourself a PDQ keyboard.
Yay.
Okay. Let's give away the bag, the little bag that looks like Tidy Whities. Big Tidy Whities.
Josh's Tidy Whities.
Yeah,
Okay.
right there.
Let's not.
Here we go.
Can we not?
Jamie. Okay, Jamie, you win the bag. Well done. Do you want to give away another keyboard?
There's two here.
Okay, all right, let's do this. Cheap D with another keyboard. Because you're so cheap, we're going to give you this free. How about that? Was that nice? Okay, well done.
There it
all right.
is.
If you are one of the winners that we just talked about, send us your info. I need your name, your mailing info, webcast@pdq.com, webcast@pdq.com.
Fortress is crying right now. He really wanted a keyboard.
There will be more. I will make more appear to win.
There you go.
Josh knows where they are.
Oh, next week on eBay, I'm going to have him posted on eBay here in about 3 minutes.
Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. For PDQ, I'm Tara.
And I'm Josh.
Thanks for joining our webcast today. If you like what you've seen, do us a couple favors. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave us your comments because we love those. And have a fantastic Pi Day. We'll see you back here next week. Bye-bye.